Hello everybody. Welcome back to another stream. Thank you for joining me here today. And let's see who is already in the chat. I've seen a few people popping up. Kaz is here but not here. But hi Kaz, and thanks for logging in. If you hear this. Hi Kimberlyn, welcome. Hi Mimi. Hello Anne-Marie. Yes, for Zelda. Yep, hello. I think it's Anne-Marie. Do correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe mixing names in my head. Hi Erica. Hi Hannah. Hi to Adri. Welcome. Hi Paulina. Hello Sarah and Helen. Welcome. Who else? We've got Jen. Welcome in. You're part of the rewatch crew. Thank you for rewatching and lovely to see you live here today. Hello, Nikki and Vicky. Why is it? I feel like Nikki and Vicky often come together. I always have like the rhyming pairs. Hi Yvette, hi Nessa. Here we are, Bumblebee of the Ball at the Bumblebee Ball. Love that. Hi Amy, welcome. Nice to see you all. So yeah, today going to be colouring another page in Lulu's House of Wonder. And I've already picked out some colours of Tombows to base the page, hoping to get all the basing done and maybe even a bit of the pencil shading. We're going to be doing this one, and I do have quite a vision for it. It's going to be quite a classic Jess page. Pink, purple, blue. You can't go wrong. But my idea is to do a pink cottage here, purple for these flowers, blue for these to make them look kind of like cornflowers, potentially. And then I've got a couple of different green colours for the leaves. And then I will use those same colours for the different critters and whatnot, and creatures and animals. And then, yeah, I've got grey for the elephant, yellow and browns for the giraffe. And the colour scheme for Lulu is already sorted out. And I've got a nice light blue for the background. I think I should be able to get quite a nice smooth colour lay down of them. My mum and you watch your my mum and I watch you. We love your videos and streams. Thank you so much, Jen. Hiya Catherine, you're heading home and we'll watch once I don't have to use data. No problem. 2 pinks? Yes, I am plugged in, thank you. Ooh, love this page, it's a good page. Yeah, so it's going to be a lighter pink for the base of the house and a darker pink for the roof. I don't know why, but whenever I colour little houses, I like to do a lighter base, a darker roof. I mean, I do know why, that tends to be more common. Like, you'll often have like a white house and like a red toned roof, so light building, dark roof. Thanks for the Christmas flip through, the book looks wonderful. Ooh, yes, I will share that, as I often like to share any new books I received in the last week, and I was not expecting to receive this so soon. I got an email, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, something like that, and I got an email saying that part of my Waterstones order had been shipped, because I ordered this, Dream Menagerie and Wild Things with the 25% off pre-orders for 2026 for the rest of the year, and this was included in it. And this book has shocked me. I'm kind of obsessed with it. This year has been the year of mythographics for me. Like, there's not been a bad one. They've all been stellar hits and some of the best books that the artists have created. And it's such a unique mythographic. I love how we've got a little bit of text here, so fun. That goes with the image. It does make me think, do I want to do alcohol markers like I often do, because we got this lovely text on the side? I don't know. I love every page, I really do. There's a couple I'm like, meh, but on the whole, I really do love every page. Just gorgeous. Oh, love that one. I didn't flag that as a favourite, but I should have, because I love it. You watched the flip through today and loving the mythographic. Amy's on the fence. You haven't got any mythographics, so I don't want to start, but like you said, it has some unique bits in it. Yeah, it really does. And I'd say, let's not class it as a mythographic. It's a Christmas book. You gotta add the Christmas book. Yeah, it is great. I also want that Christmas Tales. I haven't seen any other videos on it. You got it fast. I did get it fast. I don't know if anyone else had pre-ordered it from Waterstones, because I haven't seen any others. Could I ask if I could get a link to your Discord so I can share my mum's and my colouring with you all? Oh yes, colouring community Discord. I will add that link to the chat, as I often like to do. Copy link. Go to me live. And here we go. There's the link for the Discord. And I will... Oh, no, not that one. Quick, pin it before... There we go. There we go. There's a link. It's about time Christmas has been put out in stores. Quality Street Tins and Salisbury's? getting confused. Sainsbury's already. That was the one you were referring to, no worries. Hi Atlanta, welcome. And hi Marielle, welcome in. So yeah, I'm really happy with this book. Oh yeah, and I was gonna pick a favourite page of the week. I was trying to do that before I started streaming and I forgot. I got distracted picking colours. Let me have a look at my journal. What has been this last week? From the 17th. I'm gonna go for one that I finished yesterday as my favourite from the last week, which is, where is it? It's over here. 2 people in chat will have already seen this. Actually, multiple people might have seen this because I posted it in a group as well. But this I coloured, I started colouring it on Wednesday night for Adri's stream. She was colouring this page and I was like, yeah, I'm going to colour that too because it's a gorgeous page and I really wanted to get a page coloured in this book for the summer season anyway. And so this just helped me make that decision. But yeah, loved colouring this page. And I used Holbein's. Not sure if they're necessarily my favourite on this paper. Struggled a bit trying to get them smooth. I was missing my polys. But that just kind of smooth. It was hard to work it enough to remove the tooth off the paper, but I'm very happy with how bright and colourful it is. And then I outlined the sun with a glitter gel pen and I thought it's kind of still missing something, so I added these rays coming off the sun as well. That wasn't in the original image, but I think that just adds that extra little bit of sparkle shine to the page. And I used the colours of the Colombian flag on the house. It does kind of look like it belongs to Ronald McDonald, but I think the blue does tie it in. To be honest, I don't know how I would have combined it without it making it look vaguely McDonald's-y. But yeah, I like how the blue pops against the yellow, and while the red pops up, it all pops. And yeah, the little horsey, super cute. So yeah, I think that is my favourite from the week. And this became a buddy with Adri and also Helen. So we all coloured this page together. So yeah, I think that is my favourite from the week. Let me go back. I mentioned that the UK version is different than the US version, beyond no perforations. Yay, how's the paper? Better or worse? So let's compare this one and Alice, because for some reason Joseph Kattenbang doesn't have English like UK editions. They are pretty much the exact same thickness. I'm trying to show you there without knocking the camera. They are almost identical in terms of thickness, as you can see. I'm not sure if the US edition is going to have this green text, but I found with the Fairy Folklore one as well that the metallic is shinier. It's like such a minor difference, but ooh, it's extra pretty. Like this is a bit more subtle and matte, whereas this is like proper reflective. The paper does feel almost identical, does it? maybe not. Ugh. This feels a tiny bit smoother than this. But in terms of like thickness, it feels the same. And well, it looks the same from the spines. I don't know, maybe the US feels slightly thicker, but I've coloured in both and had similar experiences colouring in both. Well, haven't coloured in this one yet, but the Fairy Folklore one I did. But yeah, the paper feels like ever so slightly smoother. But I think they're pretty comparable, apart from the fact that this one doesn't have perforation, which for me is a big plus. And also interesting that the UK edition came out before the American one now. Oh, I do hate how it looks on the shelf and how it's much thinner now, but hey ho, that's the way they've gone. Favourite page of the week, I'm going to adopt that for my colouring journal too. Oh, I cannot take credit for it, Atlanta. That was from Helen, from her live stream. She started it and I was like, oh yep, I'll take that. Reading everyone and also watching from my TV whilst I colour, so I guess that means I'm lurking. Lurk away, Adri. Hiya Callie, welcome in. Thank you everyone for the compliments. And hi Michelle, welcome, welcome. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, exactly. Yeah, US edition isn't out to compare the paper like exact, and also I wouldn't bother getting it. And hello Jeanette, welcome. Haven't watched the flip through video, I'm very far behind. I'm on the second half of your bookmark stream. Ooh, lovely stuff, thanks for watching. Flipping through Mythographics last night and I'm so bummed they've gone for much thinner with the paper. Fantasy Forest is so much thicker. It is thicker, but other than it looking different on the shelf, it doesn't feel different to me colouring it. I may need to do like a comparison where I colour in one book and then the kind of thinner paper immediately after to see just how different it is. Chris's book is stunning. You get debating getting the UK edition. It looks gorgeous. It is. It's very gorgeous. Hello Vera, welcome. Nice to see you. You just finished your author page in Fantasy World and sent it to Jove. Love it. Love it, love it. Right, let's get started on this. I'll scrap a bit of paper. I've been doing lots of basing today. Finally finished a long-term whip in Cosmic Spirits, so I was happy to get that one done. But I have a very long list of pages to try and get done before the end of August, and this is 25. In fact, I did forget one. What did I forget? My own bloody collab. Couldn't believe it. So I will be starting that probably the start of next week. So that's 26. I've now started Forest Song, so I can put a mark there. What was the other one I started? Oh, I've already ticked that one. Yeah, 26, and I've started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them, and I've completed 2. Send help, please. But we'll see how it goes. I did count, because I wrote this yesterday, and I did count how many pages I'd coloured from the 20th of the previous month, and it was 24. And one of those days was the bookmark bonanza, so technically that was 13, but I just counted that as 1. I thought that was fair. So it's possible, but it's possible, but we'll see. There's quite a few complicated ones. You don't use water medium mythographics, right? I think that's why folks are disappointed with the thickness. I think I saw from someone, I want to say it was Michelle. Michelle, did you say you had used water mediums in one of the groups? Definitely heard from someone saying they used water and it was okay. You're welcome. Love that it's been incorporated into other people's lives. I love it. Yeah, it's fun. Oh, what day is it in my streak? I did update this just last night. I have Got another day to add to it. I'm at 139 today. Tomorrow will be 239. Tomorrow will be 240. Absolutely crazy. Every day since the 26th of December, I've finished at least one page a day. Oh, hi Ashley. Oh my gosh, so many pages. I know. Where was the cheapest place you found in the UK for Christmas mythographic? I just ordered from Waterstones because they had a deal on, but check Amazon and check Blackwell's. Often when Amazon drops a price, Blackwell's will drop theirs. And I think Blackwell's are more reliable for pre-orders. Although I did pre-order Fairy Folklore from Amazon UK, and that did arrive on time. It wasn't delayed, so that was good to see. Watching a friend's stream as well, so I'll have to go. I will look forward to watching the stream eventually. Have a good evening. I hope to catch you again soon. Thanks for joining, Jen. Lovely to see you. Saw that Castle Art's autumn colouring pencils for their Seasons collection is available in the UK. Ooh, I did not see. That is good to hear. And hello, Deanne. Welcome in. Hiya, Nikki. Welcome. And hiya, Dana. Hello, hello. Yes, hope everyone is well. Right, let's get started. I'm going to start on the house. So, actually, first, I'm going to go over my colours. So, for the house, I've got 850 for the walls, 761 for the roof. For the purple flowers, 623. For the blue flowers, 553 and also 533. I didn't put that down there though. And for the greens, 133 and 173. For the blue at the background, 451. For the elephant, N75. And then for the giraffe and also the tree trunk there, got 062 and 977. In case you're interested. Hello, Ilex. Coming to you live from oversleeping. Oh, that's... Some days are like that. I hope you got nothing too important that you overslept and missed. Sometimes you just need that extra bit of sleep. I Spy an Elephant, my favourite. Yes, I'm colouring this page for the prompt dress, which is quite small on here, but it counts. Definitely counts. Doesn't have to be the main element on the page for it to count as a prompt, and by prompt I mean for the Lulu Mayo scavenger hunt that I host. I think this needs to be the lighter colour as well. Just looked on Amazon US, didn't see them. Oh, yeah. I hadn't seen them full stop. Not that I was actively looking for them anyway, but I have a feeling the autumn ones will be pretty popular. Yes, yeah, I got Waterstones, it was a couple of months ago, or a month ago I think. Waterstones, which is a bookstore in the UK, had a 25% off pre-orders for 2026. And they are very, very quick with shipping out pre-orders. Like, as soon as they have it, they ship it. And so that's why I got this one so early. But I am not complaining, not at all. Let's do pink chimney as well, why not? So if Jess already answered that, got behind in the chat for a second, you're all good, and thank you. Pink. More pink. Broad sea roof. Sorry, I've gone quiet. I'm trying to concentrate on making this as not streaky as I can. And the key to that is working fast with long strokes, kind of overlapping what you've already done as well. I find that gives me the best results personally. Love the sound of markers. I was just thinking, oh, these were a bit squeaky sounding, but they are juicy. Some problems here with updating, but it's just here, I know. What do you mean with updating? I'm not sure. Sorry, what you mean by that. Let's do that. Oh, I noticed a bit of the house I missed. Hello, Chris. Lovely to see you. Oh, Callie just received your new 20 pulleys. So excited. Love it. I've been getting my good use out of them. Let's colour in a page today, then use the golden ochre and red jasper. That was fun. It was good to use the new colours. And I've planned the colour palette for my membership colour along in Sargon, and that uses the Fra Angelico blue and is it green jasper, I think, and something else. I can't remember what they were at the top of my head though at the moment. Red jasper worked so well for a robin redbreast. Oh, love that. Oh, Chris just recorded a video. Exciting. Callie's still working on the little witch. Nice, nice. I think these steps need to be a lighter pink as well. There we go. Distinguishing some of these details is a little tricky at the moment, but my top tip for distinguishing the details is to colour the things you do know, and then it'll sort of seeing the areas you've missed out will jump out at you. Hubby's birthday today, we've been out, so I didn't have the energy for Friday frolics, but I'll do a weekend update tomorrow. Lovely stuff. Hope you've had a nice day with the hubs. I'm going to do light blue. Actually, I'm going to grab a lighter blue for the windows. So I'm not saying hello individually. My head and eyes are not good tonight. No worries at all, Jeanette. Nothing wrong with mostly lurking. I match the page, I do. Mine's slightly more of like a baby pink than this, which is kind of, I don't know, a bit more muted in tone. But Mum made a big deal out of me wearing a jumper when she got home from work today, and I was like, Mum, I was wearing it before you left. I've been wearing it all day. I don't know why you're making a big deal now. A jumper. I had a fan on at work. It's not that I'm cold, I just like wearing jumpers. And this one's cute. It's got strawberries on it. It's by Bailey J. So I also got a bit of my tea on it. But it's really comfy. And not too thick. And I hadn't worn it yet because I received it literally just as we were starting to get really hot here. So I was like, oh yeah, put it on now. My top tip for myself if I can't distinguish is put the glasses on. Yes, good idea. Good idea. I'm swatching Claire's 140 poly sheet right now. I love the new light colours, desperately needed, 100%. Castle, which wasn't too busy, with a lovely walk around the lake, and weather which was not blazing hot was also great. Lovely stuff, and no rain, hopefully. It's not hot at all, really. It's been sort of 18, 19, 20, 21 degrees. It's been raining a little bit this week as well, which is very much needed. We're doing that thing where I get absolutely sick of my job and fruitlessly try to find a new job. I do those things too. I do those things too. I'm just feeling like, oh, I'm frustrated, but you don't know what you want, and so because you don't know what you want, you don't know what to search for, and so you're just kind of mindlessly searching and not really knowing anything, and just cooled down, thank God. It rained yesterday and I did a little rain dance, yeah. It's just the right temp in the UK, yeah, it's good. I had to go to the garage on Wednesday because on Tuesday when I went to leave for work, I had a flat tyre because there was a nail in it. I drove off to go to work and I was like, something doesn't sound right. So I immediately stopped, checked my wheels, and I was like, oh, yeah, that'll be it. It was like the hubcap to the ground, flat tyre. So I was like, oh dear. So I went back in the house and I was like, Dad, can you move the car so I can take Mum's car to work, please? And then I had a spare, but it was just a temporary one. So we put that on that night. Then I booked in to get the tyre replaced at Quick Fit on Wednesday, and it worked out pretty well timing wise because I was already going out that day to town to donate blood. So I dropped the car off, then I walked to my donation, which was about 10 minutes, and as I was walking I was like, thank God it's cooled down this week, because to do that walk in the heat would have been horrible. Like, it wasn't long, but it just would have been disgusting. And I've never seen so many people waiting for the donation, but even that worked out because when I got back, turns out that both of my rear tyres needed replacing as well because they'd perished, and I was like, okay, replace those, great. And my wheels are misaligned and I need a new battery, and I was like, nope, just do the tyres because I'm going to be looking for a new car. On Sunday I'm going to do some browsing. I'm going to go to a local dealer and see different things on offer, see what I like, see what I want, and I'm just going to take my time with it because I've only ever had 2 cars in my life. The first car, I just wanted a car like to have my freedom kind of thing, so I was just like, find anything, find the cheapest thing that's not too bad and go for that. And then with my second car, my previous car had been written off, so again I just wanted a car that was fine, cheap, not gonna break the bank kind of thing, whereas now I've got a bit in my savings that I can use to put towards it. I'm not in a rush. I would like to get it before the end of this year, before December, just because that's when the MOT's due for my current car, so it'll be good to get a new one just before the MOT's due, then I don't have to worry about that expense. So yeah, I'm just gonna allow myself a couple of months to browse, search online, have a look, keep my eye out for what becomes available, etc., and go from there. So me and my dad are going to go on Sunday and have a look. Got that booked today. What have I missed? Ilex, if you were a sim, you'd upgrade from security guard to like CIA. Yeah, she's now a super villain. Or a secret agent. Undercover agent in the security. Yeah, and she'd be paid like $300 a day and works for like 3 days a week. Just raking it in. Some of the new midtones are repeats, like Red Jasper versus Sanguine, and Red Pyrrole versus Pale Geranium Lake. Is this just me? I am burnishing the whole square, more difference if I colour lightly. They're similar, but the tones are different. There are a few which feel very identical, but for those two specifically, let me get my swatch. Red Jasper is definitely more brighter than Sanguine. Like, Sanguine has more brown in it, whereas Red Jasper is slightly lighter. It's a really nice in-between of Terracotta and Sanguine. I really like the colour. What was the other one you said? Oh, Pyrrole Red. Pyrrole Red I really like. It's kind of like a carmine red that you get in other sets. For example, in... yeah, I think it's called... yeah, carmine red there. It's a little bit darker, but it's got like a pink tone to it, but still red. So I do quite like it. I did find it hard to order these because it should go Pyrrole Red, then Deep Scarlet Red. They're more similar in tone, whereas Pale Geranium Lake and Deep Red are more kind of orangey. And now seeing them all swatched together, I'm like, yeah, I could move that together and them up, but it's fine. The ones that I think are too similar are Fra Angelico Blue and Light Ultramarine. It's like the slightest bit darker, it was just unnecessary. Light Magenta and Quinacridone Magenta. One's slightly more purple, one's slightly more pink. I swear when I swatched it, Light Magenta looked a lot lighter than Quinacridone Magenta, but now it's swatched like this, it looks like the other way round. And honestly, sometimes it just depends on how you like colour it at the time, the pressure you put on, but I think those are too similar. It was just like, why did we need that? Golden Ochre is another one which is quite similar, but it's definitely more yellow than Light Yellow Ochre, which is more kind of brown leaning. I really like it. Like, blending with dark Naples Ochre works really well. It's one of those odd ones that if you put it before Light Yellow Ochre, because it's darker, it looks like you've done it out of place, but the undertones, it's definitely kind of more orangey toned. So I do like that. Perronone Orange. Didn't necessarily need that. Again, like swatched out, these look like they should have been switched. But it is so similar to Orange Glaze, to Dark Cadmium Orange. Did we need another? I don't necessarily think so. I think we had a really good range of oranges. We could have done a peach instead of that. Any others that are really similar? I think that's it for the really, really similar looking ones. The rest are very, very unique and out there. Yeah. Yeah, and then this one just didn't apply very well, which is the Dark Ultramarine Violet. You can see it's not particularly smooth with its application. You had the same last week. Ours was a screw and they fixed it. Lovely stuff. Haven't got enough rain here either. Pyrrole was too similar, and if open stock I wouldn't buy it. I actually really like it. I've been using it. In fact, I used it for colouring strawberries earlier today, but everyone sees colours slightly differently, and what one person sees as like a silly addition, another person will be like, oh yeah, I find this useful, because they see the undertones differently. Light Magenta and Quinacridone Magenta are practically identical. Golden Ochre is perfectly between Light Yellow Ochre and Terracotta. Yes. Yes, definitely. I don't think some of the names, yeah, they're kind of crazy. And they're quite long, these names as well. Like Dark Ultramarine Violet, like come on. It could have just been Ultramarine Violet. It's not even dark. What about that is dark? Could have called it Ultramarine Violet, because we got Ultramarine. Ultramarine Violet. Perfect. Didn't need the dark. Yeah. Quinacridone Magenta. Just, what? Hi Penny, welcome. You're late, you're watching one with the Graphic Christmas Tales. Amazing book, can't wait to get it. Oh, it's so good. Oh, what's the bad dad joke? Can't see. What could it be? Oh, I went to a TV quiz filming and got a question. What animal is Bombus bombus? Any guesses in chat? What could it be? Good joke. Crazy but funky, yeah. I mean, they're all to do with, like, the names of the pigments, I'm pretty sure. So they're more like the proper names. Still makes them weird, in my opinion. Alright, let's colour this tree. 50 of the chromopho colours I cannot find anywhere on open stock. Does anyone know, do they do these 50 colours as a set? Does anyone know where to get the 50 colours open stock, please? Check out the Derwent UK website, because recently they added these 50 colours to the website. They were unavailable, and they are now. Fully embrace my dad's owner. Fearing for my pencils when they become nubbies. Yeah, check out Derwent UK. Because I think those are the newer 50 colours that they added. I don't know when they added them. Using circular motions to colour this tree, as that will give it a more, I don't know, natural look. There we go. Amazing, glad they've been added. I feel less for my pencils becoming nubbies now. Yes. They're not new. I don't know how new, but they're newer. They're pretty chill. The flying hover they fly and sort of hover slowly around flowers. Never seen someone go after who wasn't messing with them, like wasps will. Yeah, definitely. Bees are great. We love the bees. If you use the Derwent website, if you do create your own tin, you get money off the pencils. That's what I did and saved quite a bit, and it was an extra layer of protection for my pencils. Great tip, yes. Alright, let's get these flowers. I always colour flowers like this purple. I don't know why, but I just like it. They're there now, but tricky to get based on where you live. Yes, I think they're only available for Derwent UK at the moment. You've had some new watercolour paints today. Lovely stuff, Nikki. Ooh, I just remembered I did get something else this week. I got Happy Mail. I haven't asked if I can share this person's name, so I won't. But I got this, which is really cool. Colour Your Tarot. So it comes with 2 sets of cards and a book. One set of cards are blank for you to colour, and the other are just coloured cards. I'll tell you what, it sliced my finger open. I don't know if you can see that. But I managed to get a massive deep paper cut just by like wiping my finger across like that. But yeah, they smell really good. Sounds weird. But yeah, it's like blank tarot cards, and I have a very, very good plan for these next year once I finished Kawaii Tarot. It's lovely. Do you like having coloured cards for inspiration? I do. I don't necessarily love the colours they've used. They're very muted and very not me. But there are some I like better than others, that's for sure. There's some which I'm like, ew. But there's some which I think are really, really beautiful. Like the Hermit. That one is gorgeous. I love that. Death is another really cool one. And a really unique interpretation of death, actually. I really like that. And the Star is gorgeous. They stick together quite quite well. I always love the sun. I love this one, Judgment. Beautiful. I like the flowers. So yeah, I don't know if I'd necessarily copy these. I probably won't, especially not this colour around the edge. Ugh. I'd go gold. But yeah, I have plans. So thank you to the person who sent me these. I will need to just double check and ask them if I can share their name or if they'd rather be anonymous. Oh, here we go. Pop that back in the box. Oh, come on. I don't know why I'm trying to put them all in at the same time. There we go. And I love this box. I don't know why, but it's really cool that you've got this little... It just feels satisfying to me. It's a nice box. So I've got that as well. It looks lovely. Yeah. Didn't know you could create your own tin. I remember this when my pencils become nubbies. Yeah, I think it's minimum of 24 or something like that, but you get a discount. Ooh, Nikki, you got me some tarot cards, but I don't know if they're the same ones. I think mine were which ones. Oh, amazing. I look forward to receiving them as well. Thank you so much. Because I was told recently that it's bad luck to buy your first set of tarot cards. And don't do it. And I was like, okay, I won't. So I did, so when I had someone reach out about that, I was like, ooh, yes, this is perfect. I really need to colour my hermit. Never had mould. Here, for a lot of countries, you have to first ship to a UK address, which requires using a service like Skypacks. They too have to ship to your actual address plus tariffs if in the US. Yeah, it's not really worth it. Like the Holbein mixing set, and haven't had any complaints about Meaden. Axit Fumbles, that's the Artesa gouache. What's to stop me buying from them and shipping them to a friend in the UK who then sells them to me on Vinted and uses Vinted shipping? I don't think anything necessarily. I think it's... I did look into this because you've asked me this question before, and because people were using it as like a shipment service to themselves, and they got caught out. But they were doing like lots of regular shipments. But I think if there's nothing stopping you, and how are they going to prove it? Unless they're checking your private messages, how are they going to prove that you haven't sold it, kind of thing? I don't think so. It's bought my surprise now, but yes, you have tarot cards coming from me too. Oh, thanks, Nikki. Really appreciate it. Tarot cards and the occult give me the heebie-jeebies. I was never interested in it until I started colouring, and then I just really like a lot of the artwork of it. I do not necessarily believe in it, and I don't necessarily want to do readings or anything like that, but I like the artwork. I really do. I didn't know about all the costs up front, so in the end I bought 3 tins of 24 for about $5 a pencil. Whew, that's a lot. Don't understand the difference between acrylic and jelly and the stuff in the tube. Is it all the same for gouache? I've got not a clue. Yeah, look, gouache with the fact that it can mould does scare me. And I know that if you like look after them well enough, like I remember Vera was sharing them, she goes, if you look after them well, then they'll survive. I don't want to have to worry about looking after them. I've got enough things to look after. I don't want to look after paints. I just want to be able to open it up and use it without worries of mould. Now mould, that gives me the heebie-jeebies. Hi Anastasia, welcome in. I know about the major arcana thanks to media like Yu-Gi-Oh! And JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's a fun theme. Yes, it is a fun theme. Tarot isn't the occult, it's like counselling. Interesting. I think... Oh yeah, there's different interpretations of it and stylizations. Because, well, it's all about like interpretations of it as well, isn't it? I think the only thing I really know from like occult readings is that Death isn't a bad card and Tower is. That's kind of all the details I know. Right, the Tower is the worst card. You don't want to get the Tower. Sorry for the motorbike. Vroom. You just get the gouache spray to get rid of bacteria and your gel gouache will be fine. Acrylic gouache is permanent once dry and will not reactivate. Acrylic and gouache. Atlanta, I think Amy was referring to acrylic gouache and like gouache or watercolour. Like, there's different types of gouache and one of them is called acrylic gouache. If you think of watercolour pencils versus ink tints, regular gouache is the watercolour pencils and acrylic gouache is like the ink tints. That's a very good way of wording it. With the like terms of like being able to reactivate versus it being permanent. Which I suppose depending on how you want to use it will depend on which one you want to get. I recommend Annika and her videos. She has a ton of info. Also Tara Triple E Arts has a lot of information about gouache. She bloody loves it. I'm going to do a little more research. Lovely stuff. Not sure I need it. Don't like the texture of paint on paper. That's why I don't use it anymore. I'm kind of similar. The only paint I'd use is like a black acrylic, and even then I really don't like the texture of it. I just don't touch the page. Correct, have a catastrophe, just went over that in our most recent Happy Mail. Tarot is all about how you see it. Ah, yes, definitely. And she is one that I have learned a lot of stuff about tarot, because she has her series Colour the Tarot, which loved watching that, and I do hope she comes back to it. I'm going to take a little break, let Hunter out and water the grass. Can you mod Helen? Oh yes, you reminded me, I forgot. Ellen, I'm making you a mod. See, this is why I can't be relied upon, because I forget things. Yeah, she is. There we go. I asked Helen to be our mod, so she is my mod now, or another mod for me now. Woohoo, mod privies. It's not many privies, but yes. It's not all that exciting, but there you go. And thank you for doing it. Loving watercolour paints at the moment. You're hoarding mods now? Nah, just two. Just two. I don't feel the need for a massive team. They aren't really that glamorous, for sure. Yeah, it gets banned right away. Yeah, you say that, Vera? Time out. That's what you get. Is that a child or a monster in the lower left next to the flower? However you choose to perceive it. It's a cloud creature. It's got like a cloud-shaped head. Little bows in its hair. It's very cute. But yeah, it's a little kind of creature that appears in a million little monsters quite a lot. It's a fish. A fish? It's not a fish. It's like an ice gem creature. It does a bit. Let me hold on. It's not a fish. I can tell you that. It's like a little girly creature. Child creature. On the ears, gills? No, it's definitely not a fish, I'm afraid. It's like got bows on sort of the bits that go in on the cloud. Oh, they're bows. I can see how it looks fish-like down there. Are Tombows alcohol or water-based? These are water-based. So they don't bleed through at all, especially on this paper. Not even the slightest bit. But that's not true for all papers, so definitely test it out. For example, Kawaii Tarot, don't use them unless you're okay with it bleeding through. I only use them for the Major Arcana cards because they bleed through terribly. It is probably the worst paper that I have in my collection. I'm not gonna lie. And as much as I love the book, I am looking forward to seeing it finished and not having to struggle with the paper anymore. Yeah, Kawaii Tarot, your Cradle's bled through so bad. Yes. Let me grab my book. I can show you just how bad they bleed through. And oh, if they reprinted this book on this paper, I would rebuy it in a heartbeat. So yeah, for these Minor Arcana cards, which are double-sided, I don't use water-based markers on. But here I've got some similar purple and blue colours. Bled through very badly. And like here you can see all the red. You can literally see the entire image pretty much. Bled through there. These purples weren't too bad. I mean, the darker ones definitely are, but yeah, it's bad. Need to colour this and this, and also one more. Sneak peek, but I need to do that one. Send me my art tags. Oh, lovely stuff. Yeah, we will do our first art tax round of the evening. I will colour another element on the page and then I will share. In fact, let's do the leaves. And once I finish the leaves, then I will share art tax. So if you have anything to share, then send it over in the Discord or on Instagram. I will check both. You have to be careful because Tombow does make some alcohol markers. Yeah, if you get these though, which are Tombow ABT, it does say water-based on it, so you are safe with them. These are the dual tip brush pens. Have I thought about what books you're going to colour in over autumn? I have a whole stack log, can't wait to get started, as autumn is my fave colouring season. It's probably mine too. I think I flip-flop between, I think autumn is my favourite, but spring is my favourite season in life. So I think autumn's my favourite colouring season. I just love the colours, it's so fun. I love playing with those reds and oranges and yellows because I don't use them all that often. Apart from in autumn, I love colouring autumn leaves. Just love it. But I am planning on doing something different for this season compared to what I have been for the last over a year, because I think I started in autumn of last year with the seasonal randomizers. Actually no, I started with summer last year, pretty sure. Yeah, I'm just going to change it up. I'm not going to do a randomizer. Instead, I've been inspired by Jo at Piggy Pens with her capsule collection, and I'm thinking of creating a capsule autumn collection and seeing how that goes. Potentially picking 30 books again, but 30 books that I want to get to rather than the randomizer pick it for me, because I'm finding the balance hard of, on the one hand, randomizer books that I want to do, because I do want to do them, don't get me wrong, colouring those, but also colouring the other books that may be seasonal, that match the season that we're in. And so if I have a selection of like, okay, these are some books I want to get to, if I can get to them more than once during the autumn season, that would be great. If not, just touching them once would be great as well. Probably do a video on that. of my process of picking, because there are some autumn / Halloween books, like specific books, that I will for sure want to get to those. So that will probably be at the start of the video, and then I may have a look on the bookshelf app and sort by date last coloured and see some of my older books that I haven't coloured in for a long while, like ones that I haven't coloured in at all this year, and going through that list and maybe picking a handful from there. Just changing things up slightly, so no randomizer wheel this time, but not saying it's going away forever. Yes, but you'll still see some kind of seasonal selection video from me. I'll tell you ahead of the game here. I know Amy's already done that. Yeah, I watched her video the other day. Oh, I didn't comment on it. I need to go back and comment. That's why what I do, make a capsule collection for each season. Fabulous. Hi Emma, welcome in. Nice to see you. Never coloured autumn pages? Oh, yes, exciting. I'd argue that the cards have upright / reverse meanings, if that's how you like to use them. I generally just go with the card is the card, regardless of where I am in relation to it. Fair enough, Chris. We'll have our first autumn season together. Love it. First Space September, can't wait. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it too. I want to get a few pages done in Alien Worlds. I've had a whip, I think, since last year. Space September I started it. Oh my god, I can't believe it's already been a year. That's kind of crazy. I also am just colouring what I want at the moment and love it. Yeah, I'm still trying to cut back on the buddies. I've got a couple planned, but they are in untouched books, so it feels different. Because I do want to also get all my untouched books coloured this year, hopefully. I don't know if I can. Yes, I can. Because I can very easily colour 10 untouched books in a month if I put my mind to it. And I'm at, I think, 31. And then next year I'll have something different that I want to track instead of untouched books. I mean, I'll still track that because any new book I get will be untouched when I get it, kind of thing. September is also your birthday month. Ooh! Never done a Space September page and really want to do one this year. Thing is, it doesn't even have to be completely spacey. It can literally just be as simple as a night sky, like a starry sky, or it's got a moon on the page. Anything like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be set in an alien world or in space or have an astronaut or a planet or anything like that in it. It can be as simple as a starry night sky and a moon. I might do the spinner again next year. That'd be fun. I have 27 books I've yet to colour this year, which is so doable. 100% yes. Got overwhelmed from the groups that came out. I'm doing the same. I'm trying to cut back on my groups more and more, and I've been making a list of like, okay, I've got 20 books I want to colour every month, because that feels achievable, and trying not to pressure myself to do more than that. I might do a video on that soon, actually, of like what are said 20 books, because it's 20 books, but I think it comes to 35 pages. I've got them written down here. Sneak peek. Because I did have a list of group buddies, because I was like, okay, I'll have 4 core ones I do every month, and then I'll pick like 2 or 3 from this. I'm now cutting this down even more. I'm keeping Dragonspell, I'm keeping Alice in Wonderland, and Witches and Drumbanger. And I think I'm going to leave everything else. But I may just stay and lurk for a little while, I may change my mind. But yeah, here are my books. And this is for the next 5 months. So yeah, it's 20 books, which comes to 35 pages, and I've got a space to cross off when I've coloured it. Or, like here, I've done half of them, so I've done half a tick. Yeah, quite a few of these have already started. Some of them don't need to be this month, like Alice in Wonderland. But yeah, I think I should do a video on that, because that'll be a nice easy one to do, and sort of discussing it. Yes, keep Dragonspell. Yeah, I went through a phase where I just wasn't feeling inspired by it, but I'm at the phase right now where I am. I've based this month's page. It just needs pencil shading. I'm in my try and base as many pages as possible phase before we get into the final week, because I find that's easier for my brain to know that I've at least started, or even just thought about colours for a page. Makes that final week feel a lot more manageable in a way. September is my birthday month too, also month for birthdays. Tara is also a September birthday. Yeah, it's been quite a few, like July, August, September. I feel like there's been a bunch. And then I feel like in February, March there's quite a few as well. I remembered that. 20 books per month sounds like a recipe for a super fun arthritis flare-up. Luckily, my bones are young. Sorry to rub it in. But yeah, I mean, 20 is about half the amount of books that I tend to colour in a month, so that gives me a lot of freedom still. I've been lurking and may have missed, but does anyone specifically host September? Yes, Ashley, it is Soraya Colours. I'll pop her name in chat. Actually, let me check if anyone else has put a name in chat. Not yet. Yep, Ambient Colorscapes has put it. Soraya Colours. Thank you. I've been lurking. Oh, no, just read that. You could do a full colour roulette wheel in terms of fall items and find them in your fall books. So there's a scavenger hunt and page hop in one. That is a fabulous idea. I know Emma suggested to me that I did a Christmas wheel, and I haven't forgotten it. Don't you worry, Emma. And I think I'm going to do that as well. But yeah, I like the idea of doing that. I like that. And it could even be a fun tag video for other people to do. Like, it doesn't even necessarily need to be pages you plan to do, but just a fun way of like finding autumn pages in your books. Maybe even do it like a uncut video, like I did with the colouring bingo, because that was fun and nice and easy to edit, which is another pro. Right, I'm almost done basing these leaves, and then I will do the art tacks. So if you haven't sent anything yet and you want to send it, now's the time. Right, you've got another couple of minutes because it may take me a little second to get through them all. I have Dragonspell, Dark Fairy Tales, which isn't a buddy but one that I want to colour in regularly, and Ecotopia. Next to that I found 2 books I'll be able to finish next year. Lovely stuff. Yeah, because out of that list, I think 5 of them by, what point is it? Like August next year, will be finished. 2 of them will be finished this year. So, it's good. You're going to do another full book collab? Yes, I will be. It's going to be in Circle of Life. So, keep an eye out for that. It will be, I will announce it at some point next month. Like, do the video announcing it. Hi everyone, sorry I'm late. Life happened. No apologies necessary, Ada. Welcome in. Of course, the second I go outside to water the new grass, it clouds up and a breeze kicks in. I think we're going to get rain. Typical. Jess, can you show that autumn list, or that list again, and put it in Discord? I didn't. What autumn list? I don't have an autumn list yet, but I will make something up. A full book collab you can take part in. Yay! Yeah, I think a lot of people will be able to get involved, and what I also like about that book is that there's a lot of pages. I think there's about 95 or something. Oh, Hannah is birthday twins with Helen. Love it! Malcolm, anything of a bob. Just one collab, Helen. I don't think I'll go through all her books. I'm just going to do Circle of Life. Right. I am going to screen share now and get up Discord. as I've been hearing it bling 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 in the background. Where am I? Here am I. Art tax, there we go. What date and time? 8:0 whatever. Here we go. Here's the first one. Oh, we're doing art tax. We'll send on Instagram the 2 pages I'm working on. Thanks, Penny. I will check that. Here is Helen's page, who are doing from Sargon. Beautiful page. Absolutely love the kind of reddish toned brown you've used for the branches, something that I almost never do. But I really love that colour combo. And I'm always a sucker for a blonde girl with a pink dress. Not a fan of having to wait, but I put it off too long. I thought you showed us a list in a notebook, don't know what it was. Atlanta, that was my list of pages books I want to try and get to each month, and I'm going to do a video on it. So stay tuned. Adria's is on Instagram. No problem, I will check Instagram. So that's Helen's. Here's Momo, bird watching outside. What a cutie. Oh, Lexi's been a right pain this week. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But yeah, here's Momo. Gotta go, physical therapy's calling my name. See you later, Erica, thanks for hanging out. And then here's Amy, this title page from Garden of Fairy Tale Animals. Absolutely gorgeous. Someone else coloured this one recently and also used quite a muted colour palette like this. I think this page just screams for the more muted colours. It's absolutely gorgeous. Sorry, I was having a drink then. Oh, hello Francis, welcome. You're new, first time, been enjoying this group. Thanks for saying hello and thanks for being here. Lovely to see you. Tried using watercolour in the background of mine and it was horrendous and it didn't move. Did use ink tones but with minimal water. Ooh. I think I'm going to try watercolour pencil to base, but I don't have large spaces on my page. Yeah, fair enough. That should almost be easier to get a smoother colour actually. And then we have Marielle. Oh, I love this page. It's one of my favourites in this book. That's from Erie's World Legends. I love the purples and this kind of like burnt sienna, terracotta-y, orangey colour. Looks so good. What other colours are you thinking of bringing in, Marielle? I feel like an olive green is a good move. But yeah, I look forward to seeing how you colour the rest of this page. Maybe even blues would look cool. Now I'm just like trying to plan your page for you. I'm just like, oh, what's next? What more colours are going to get brought in? My list of autumn pages just keeps getting bigger and bigger. But think, you got 3 months. And one of those months you can focus on the more Halloween-y autumn ones, and then the other 2 more autumn. That makes sense? Yeah, what are you using, Marielle? Looks really smooth. Maybe Prismas? Yes, olive green is the plan. Sounds good. Hello, Kate. Welcome in. Nice to see you. So that's Marielle's page. Here we have Callie's. Oh, this is from the Polar Bears Adventure Cruise book. What a fun colour scheme. Oh, gorgeous. Love the stormy clouds with this like dark, moody, purple, pinky sky. So cool. And is that glitter gel pen for the outlines? Perfect. Love it, love it. Oh, you're using Derwent Chromaflow. So it looks really nice and smooth there. And then we've also got the opposite page. Oh my gosh, look at that whale. What a fun colour combo. Absolutely love that. It's like a sunset whale. Beautiful. What is water like in the Polar Bear book? I haven't used it in the Polar Bear book, but I have used it in the Alice book, which is the same publisher, same paper. Very minimal water, I recommend. Don't drench it. It does buckle a little bit, but didn't bleed through, at least from my experience. I do try and be very careful with my water usage. Yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous, Callie. Polar Bear book is your favourite. Oh, here's Hannah's doing a colour by number, as you often are during one of my lives. You're doing Emperor Zurg. He is looking fab. Love that purple in the background. Very pretty colour. Yeah, nice and bright and vibrant. I have the Chromaflow. Should I use them in the Eerie book instead? Definitely worth giving them a go, Mimi. I haven't used them in Eerie's book yet. I definitely want to. Oh, here's Amy's page from Victoria Darlings. Not Victoria, Victorian Darlings. I love this combo. Peach and mint. Beautiful. Oh, that is nice. Love it, love it. I'm now like, what can I colour that uses peach and mint? Because this is good. Holbeins and Brute Funas. I mean, those are also great options for that book, so yeah. Carry on using them for your page, Mimi, definitely. But yeah, give the Chromaflows a go, why not? Love her eyes, yeah, her eyes are so beautiful. Here is Hannah's. Oh, I remember you... Was it this? Yeah, it was. I remember seeing like these flowers half coloured. Or maybe it wasn't this page, but the same book, different page. Anyways, love the colours. And love how bright and vibrant it's turned out. And a beautiful job there, Hannah. I think you should use what you're familiar with, or had planned if you know it works, definitely. Absolutely stunning. Here is Nessa, watercolour paints she's made lately. Oh my gosh, I love seeing your videos of like that. What is that thing called that like you use to pound or mix the watercolour and it's just like gliding across. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Look at those colours. Beauties. Oh, I zoomed in. Chromaflows don't work that well in the English version, but are perfect in Japanese. Good to know. Romantic Country 3 is only Japanese, I think. It did have English edition, but I think very small amount of books. And I think only one print, whereas the Japanese got a second print or a third print. Muller, thank you. I was like, why are people typing this word in chat? And then I remembered I asked a question. A Muller. I don't know what the correct pronunciation is, but there we go. Right, let's transition and grab up Instar. Oh my gosh. I just had the nightmare from Adele that she sent me last week come up as my last one. The creepy man demon thing. Here is Adri's beautiful page that she started in her live. And she's done this gorgeous bright blue background. Also similar colours for the house. We had a very similar idea, bringing those colours of the Colombian flag in there. And yes, it was because of Adri colouring at a pink tree that I also did a pink tree. Hello Val. Is it Val or Vala? Welcome in. Nice to see you. Sent you my collab page. Ooh, I look forward to seeing it. That is from Adri. Yeah, we don't need to see that again. I wish I didn't see it again. Oh dear. Ooh, so pretty. Oh, I just need to crop the screen down. Here is Paulina's of the Flower Queen's Daughter. I was planning the colours for this page earlier, and this is gorgeous. Look at the colours. I love how you did pink leaves here. Ooh, that's inspiring. Because there aren't too many flowers on this page. It's going to be a lot of green for me otherwise. And that has given me ideas. The colour palette is just beautiful. I was really struggling, but I have got an idea now. Absolutely love that, Paulina. Absolutely stunning. Stunning. Let's... Where's it gone? What have I done? What have I done? I don't know if anyone knows at all what I was singing just then. My screen share has disappeared. Where have you gone? There it is. Got it back. Okay, we've got something from Vera. Sneak peek of baby blue sweater. Or, as I would call it, a jumper. Right, where's it gone again? There it is. Now where's it gone? Nope. There it is. Okay. Here's Vera's page that she was working on stream last night. Loving the colours, and oh, I love the outlining that you've done on these flowers here. Really is making them pop off the page again. Yeah, it looks gorgeous, and look at all those colours you've got in the leaves. Absolutely beautiful. And then you've got the cute little elves or fairies or creatures dotted around. Just gorgeous, beautiful, bright, summery page. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Pretty, pretty, pretty. That is Vera's. And then we have Penny's. 2 from Penny. Here is the first one, which is the page for this month for the Mythographic Collective. Love the background colour and love the colour of the bat. How you made it this like dark indigo blue. And the blue flowers is a really, really fun addition. Really love that. And then we also have this one, which is from Castle Ruins. Tales from the Castle Ruins. With the gorgeous... Oh, Vera, you just missed me gushing about your beautiful page. You literally just missed it. But yeah, it looked amazing. I was saying how I love how you've outlined the flowers to bring out the details again. Looks really good. But yeah, this background is beautiful. I love the colours of these bugs as well. They look lovely. And the owls look so fluffy. They look fluffy. Absolutely gorgeous. You didn't want a typical black bat. Yeah, it works. It works so well for that page. And it still reads as a bat, having that blue tone to it. So that was Penny's 2 pages. Thank you, Penny. And then we have one from Nikki. Oh, yay! It's the page for the collab, which is the Ben's Fruits page. I coloured this one last summer, and one of my favourite Eerie pages of all time. Why? Yeah, because of all the fruits. And I love how you made this into a watermelon boat. So much fun. And yeah, lovely, bright, bold colours. You did an amazing job, and thank you, Nikki, for taking on that page as a kind of a last minute addition kind of thing. I do see one more message on Discord. Let me just double check. Nope, we're good. That is everything for art tags. I'll do another round before the end, but yeah, thank you everybody for sharing. Sip of my drink and we will carry on. Right, I don't know if it annoys anyone else, but this annoys me. Why is there just this one flower that is that shape? Why? Why, Lulu? Why? Like, what colour do I do it? Do I do it blue? Do I do it purple? Do I maybe do it pink instead? Probably pink. Ugh, but it's just... Why? Not sure what colour to do these roses either. Tricky. Might do the mushroom blue, like this darker blue. Good job, Lulu. Way to challenge Jessie. Just like, why do you hurt my soul? Why couldn't that have been the same shape flowers as all of these? Why did you have to just do one random one? I missed something. That would annoy me so much, I'd probably quit the page. That's it. Close the book, let's move on. Forget it exists. So just completely different style. And you're like, why? Like, even if there was just one more of that, it would make more sense, but no. It's just that. I get into one of those spinning wheel things. I know what you mean. A pinwheel. Pinwheel. Hello, Brittany. Welcome in. Before you continue messaging, Brittany, please check your Discord private messages before commenting anything else. Make the random flower and the girl's dress the same colour. Oh, that's a good idea. Not sure what colour I'm going to do that though. One of those rainbow toys that spins when there's wind. Yeah, pinwheel. You were right there. Spinning wheel, pinwheel. Oh, now I've got all these critters. Well, we know what colour I'm starting with for these bunnies. Say it in the chat if you know what colour I'm going to be doing these. Everything else? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I've just spotted another leaf that this cloud girl's doing it. Yellow! Exactly. That should be a question in Joe's colouring quiz. No. That would be a bit odd. Like something very specific and niche about me. What colour does Jess tend to do her Lulu Maya bunnies? It is yellow. If there is no yellow on the page, then it's pink. Very seldomly any other colour. And then we got a bunny down here. It does make it easy though when you've got these bunnies on a page. I'm like, where can I put yellow on the page to make these bunnies yellow? Niche about you, I like your colour palette, yeah. It's like all these like very general, broad colouring questions and just like one random thing just about me. Would feel a bit weird. I feel like I've done all the easy parts now, and now I've actually got to decide. Let me do the elephant, because that's easy. Can't wait to hear about Lexi's antics. Oh yes, I remember now. Oh, so it all started, what day was it? It wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. What day was that? Wednesday. It all started Wednesday when I'd literally just got up and the first thing I hear is, Lexi, what have you got there? And I'm like, oh god, what has she got? So I get downstairs and I'm like, well, what's she got, Mum? She's like, she's got a mouse. She's playing with it. The mouse is dead. And I'm like, no. And so I look outside, as I'm making my breakfast, I can see her playing around with it and sort of putting it on the floor and then dumping it away. It's definitely dead. It's not moving. No sign of life. Poor little mouse. And then, as I finish prepping my breakfast and I go to eat it, I see her chomping away. Yum, yum, yum. The poor little mouse. Mum goes out and goes, well, the head's gone. I was like, you nasty girl. So that was number one. And then today, when I woke up, I heard our neighbour at the door talking about Lexi. And I couldn't exactly hear what was going on. But I got up and asked what had happened. And turns out Lexi had lost her collar in a fight. The neighbour's cat. She'd come in to my next door neighbour's house and started hissing at one of her cats. Now, Lexi hates other cats. This is known. She especially hates one of the neighbour's cats. The other one she tolerates and gets on with. It's kind of her boyfriend. But the other one, she hates. And, he was in his own house, and apparently Lexi has been going into their house and having breakfast there as well. And our neighbour was like, but she just meows so much, I have to feed her. And we're like, no you don't, she's fed here, she's fine, she meows anyway. I'm here like, sounds like regular cat behaviour, I know, it's been a while since she's caught a mouse. And yeah, she's got a scratch on her nose from today, getting in fights with the neighbour's cat in their own house. It's like, fair enough doing it in your garden, but not in your own, not in their house. That's their house. She's very, very protective, let's say. But yeah, she lost her collar during this scrap, so the neighbour was like, here's her collar. Lexi's a hobbit having second breakfast. She is. She's in her rebel phase. Yeah, we've heard for a while that she's been going next door and eating their food, which is weird because she's not a food person. Like, we'll put down breakfast for her and she'll take all morning to eat it. Sometimes it's still there by tea time. We put her tea down, sometimes she'll eat it, sometimes she won't. Maybe it's because she's been eating next door as well. Cheeky girl. Let's play a game. How many pages do you think I've done this month? Ooh, what day are we at? We're at the 21st. I'm going to go 48 that you've done. Because I have seen you've been doing quite a few recently. I'm going to go 48. Little over 2 a day. Maybe she likes their food better, probably. Eating out of the home is always better. Yeah. Eating from your own bowl? Nah. Eating from the next door's bowl? Very nice. And my neighbour spoils her rotten. She really does. But she loves our neighbour. Just doesn't love her cats. Okay, I think I am going to do it pink, and I think I'll do it the darker pink. Yeah. Other people's food always tastes better. Must be because my family's always eating off my plate. Everything that's not theirs is actually theirs. That's how it works with pets. Sounds about right. Little pink bows, little pink dress. Oh, cute. And pink shoes. Okay. Now what? We'll do this as a little daisy flower, so just do the centre yellow. Oh, I'll do these little monstery guys, the darker green, to bring that in from that tree as their little kind of alien creatures. 63! Wow, Emma. Going to be breaking the record that you set last month. I'd go over there and tell them to please do not feed my cat. Yeah, Mum's like, you really do not need it. She's like, oh, but she meows at us. She's always meowing. No, I should have left this hair blonde. It's at an ugly stage. Keep going. I mean, you're going to need more books. You really are. Your cat isn't the only one that brings back mice as presents. It's been such a long time, though. And she hasn't done it at all this year. And so we thought, like, oh, she's getting on in years now. Because she used to quite regularly catch things. Mainly birds. But the occasional mouse. A snake once. Didn't know we had snakes, but she found one. My mum meows like I abandoned her when I go to the store and the neighbours can hear her. Aww. Somehow you've had to chase at least 10 live mice and catch them as they bring them back alive as well as not so alive. It's probably a sight. Probably, but There was one time not long after we'd got her, and my parents were out, and I was home alone, and Lexi comes in with a mouse, and I was like, ooh! I don't do wild rodents of any kind. Ugh. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, rats hate, wild mouse hate. Ugh. Gross. And so I call my mum and I'm like, Mum, she's brought in a mouse, what do I do? She's like, well, catch it. And I'm like, I'm not touching it. And I was like, so I could see her playing with it by the front doormat. So I got the washing basket and put it over the top of it to trap the mouse. Like mouse trap, basically, but large scale version. So I thought, okay, that's contained it. Went back upstairs. Didn't think anything more of it. And then I come back. They arrive back home and I'm like, get the mouse, don't do anything. I'm not coming downstairs until you've got that mouse. And they lift up the basket and they're like, it's not there. And I was just like, what? I was like, well, I'm not coming down until it's gone. Because I don't want to walk out and accidentally step on it or something. Ugh, gross. Eventually it was found. Can't cope with rats and certainly not bloody snakes. It was great. It's just like a little field snake. Love how you coloured the monsters the same colour as Mike Wazowski. Yes. I especially the one-eyed ones. I feel like they've got to be green. And it's good to bring more of that darker green colour throughout. Remember, caught and released a baby deer mouse. I put it back in its nest, took pictures of it. It's very cute. Aww. I used to catch live mice and just release them in the house. Gross. Mum's cat once came home with the neighbour's carp. It was alive, so we put it back in their pond. The next day the cat just left its head and tail on our doorstep. Ooh. Oh, I'll never forget going into my client's house one morning and finding a mouse's head in the bathroom. Ugh. Still brings shivers. And looking back now, I was still pretty new to the job when that happened, so I just picked it up. If that happened again now, I'd be like, I ain't touching it. You can deal with it. It's your cat. I ain't doing it. Get your grabber and pick it up. I ain't doing it. I'll just like put a bit of kitchen roll over there so I don't see. There was blood everywhere. I mean, obviously, I was wearing gloves and changed them, scrubbed my hands. Ugh, disgusting. But yeah, I just picked up this mice's head and it was looking at me. Yeah, horrible memories. Luckily that hasn't happened again. But yeah, I wouldn't be dealing with that now. So you know when you first start a job and you're just like, oh yeah, I'll do everything. And you have the job for longer and you're like, yeah, nah, I have limits. That's my limits. Emma's worked in every book I own over the last few months. That's amazing. To actually be getting to all those books in your collection. Love it. Right, I think I'll do this guy light pink. So that's oh no, or his face light pink. Yeah. Otherwise, what colour is his face going to be? I don't know what colour to do these bears. Do I do them brown? Are they bears? They look bearish. Get your grabber. One of those to try and grab a charging cube and they fell behind the fridge. It didn't work. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, cute. Looks like a little baby. They are bare, same as a tree trunk, or one shade lighter. Yeah. Not sure what to do with all this background colour. Maybe just green? Make it look like leafage. That is a word. Oh, sorry for yawning. Oh dear. There we go. Sorry to get completely out of YouTube to get the live chat. Hi Brittany, did you check Discord? Make sure you check Discord for me please. I've sent you a private message on there. Oh, I just dropped something. Yeah, I think brown will look fine for them. Don't know what else I would do. Don't necessarily want to bring in a lighter colour at this point. Oh no, I started yawning, I'm not going to be able to stop. That's it. I'm done for the evening. There we go again. Sorry for anyone else. Who was it? Oh yeah, Amy's stream I was watching, and she started yawning, and of course I started yawning, and then, I mean, it was late at night, so at that point it's pretty natural to be yawning. But yeah, first thing for her, last thing for me. Alright, yeah, I gotta do green. So I don't know what other colour I would do this. Now I've got to think about what pencils I want to use. I've used Black Widows quite a few times in this book, but they don't have anything that's like this periwinkle blue. So maybe polychromos? Or I could do a mix of them both. Have I done everything? I do apologise. I think I want to extend this grass up and potentially do some grass strokes. Go over if you need to, definitely. Someone talk about something funny so just to stop yawning. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know how to stop. Drinking sometimes helps. Be in bed in 9:07 PM. In fact, that's past my bedtime. Using woomers in that book, or a page for your scavenger hunt. Love it. It's completely grey here now and it's going to make me sleepy. I have so little colouring time, so I really want to colour just a little bit more. Yeah, I definitely get that feeling. Definitely. I was that earlier, I was like, oh, I could totally go for a nap right now, but I also want to get some colouring done. So I did get a good bit of colouring done, which was good. Very good. When you're exercising, you yawn? Interesting. And if you work pretty quickly with these, then you can get very limited streaks. This paper takes Tombows really well and like really smoothly. Anybody got the new 17 colours from the Woomers, or the big 150 Woomers pencil set? I think I did hear some people had got them, but I don't know who, can't remember. I'll be honest. But yeah, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on them. I've ordered them, but they haven't come yet, just the 17 set. Nice stuff. Because when, I think it was the 15th they released, is that correct? It's not been long. what I'm waiting for? Joanna Basford's flip through of Wild Things. She's got the book. Flip it already, woman. I'm joking. But I remember last month I was looking up when she did the flip throughs of her previous books that were released at sort of a similar time frame. And usually it was up around sort of like the 15th, 18th of August. Not this time around. I reckon it will be at some point next week. Because it seemed like she received it this week and was like promoting it. So maybe that's gearing up for a flip through next week. Right, that is the page based. Lovely stuff. No kidding. You've only had 72 sets, so we need to get the 90 and the 17. Are you planning on getting the big 150 set? Not yet, but potentially. Haven't fully decided. I kind of want to wait for the hype to die down a bit and then reassess. I'm still pretty new with my Holbeins, so I'm still enjoying using them and experimenting with them. I agree on Joanna Basford. She coloured the whale page but hasn't flipped the book. I was like, yeah, you bloody tease. Don't colour a page without showing us everything. There we go. Your 17 extras on the way. Nikki's got the 72 set. Oh dear. Right, I'm stretching. Have a good stretch. Oh. I'm colouring the dragon spell page. What the hell is wrong with this dragon? I've had similar questions. I'm going to grab my page. As it is just over there. I haven't necessarily had problems with the dragon, but the book, this is where I'm at. It's kind of like the bust of a dragon, isn't it? Like, the body is within the book. I wasn't sure how to colour these bits, and I think now after seeing other people's, I'm gonna colour it like the same colour as the page, but make it a little bit darker. Be nice to the dragon. Please plug Jess in to charge her up. I think her battery's running low. It's true. I need some juice in me. Yeah. I'm like the opposite of a Duracell bunny. I think she was meaning in more of a personal sense plugged in rather than my laptop. Instead of getting the 90 and ending up with some repeats, you could order the colours not included in the 72 set and the new 17 colours instead. I think that's probably not as affordable though, I would imagine. It's probably cheaper to get the full set than the few that you'd be missing. I'm not sure though, because it's still quite a lot. Oh dear. Maybe I just yawned. Seeing the word yawn also makes me yawn. But yeah, I want to do for the background like these dark purples blended together, like dark around the edge, lighter towards the centre, and I'm just a wee bit scared. So I've been avoiding it, but I do like the direction it's going. But yeah, the dragon anatomy is interesting. Every time you yawn, I yawn, stop. I've got a client, and it seems to be whenever I go into our house, we have like a yawn fest. We both start going at it, and we just let it be. We know it's quite normal for each other now. It's fine. Just noticed I never coloured. Oh, that's the dark pink. I didn't want the dark pink. I want the light pink. No. It's fine. She's just got a bit of a shaded cheek. If I do it the other side, then it looks intentional. Just match it on the other side and it'll be fine. It's kind of like a weird blushy cheek now. Actually, it's quite cute. I think it's more expensive that way, or it's very close to the same price. Priced it out and it didn't make sense. Fair. Fair, fair. You had an email with an opening offer from Woomer for cheap 150 pencils, including 40 alcohol markers. Tried to order it, but it was too late. Oh, that's annoying. We're combining this 90 and 72, you only get 26 duplicates, so I wouldn't order all the other colours open stock, that would be quite expensive, yeah. Got the task of what page to colour next. What are your options, Nikki? And we can try and help you. Alright. Trying to be quieter with my yawns. I just fully yawned behind this book. Just try and muffle the sound. Right, maybe polys. Can I have good polys colours for everything? Potential. You have no idea. Oh. Okay then. I can't help you. You don't have a list of anything or hashtags? Have you done something for cats v dogs, potentially? That could help you make a decision? Or like a Christine Karen page? Or Hannah Carlson? Maria Troll? All my pencil work for the second page is done. I'm going to do a second layer of Neos for the background. Lovely stuff. Because I got the 72 set for like $25 in the Amazon sale, purchasing the 90 and the 17 now as an add-on will end up being about the same as if I bought the 150. Well, at that point, Kimberlyn, would it be worth just buying the 150 and then reselling your 72? Go take a quick walk. It won't help, but just go for a little jog around the house. What am I doing? Looking. Definitely not the chroma flows. Have a buddy colour to do soon, and a buddy colour with Wendy. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to start with Promoclos. Is what I was going to say. Polychromos. I could put these. I don't know where, but I can put them somewhere. I'll put them just there. Go for a run round the block. You know what? I might actually take a little break. I'd go run to the toilet. I won't actually run, I might. But I'll go to the toilet and actually get a drink refill because I'm getting quite low. Doesn't make sense, there'd be no financial sense to do that. Fair enough. Right, I'm going to pop you on the Be Back Soon screen and I will go to the toilets. Be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Refreshed my drink, and I'm having a couple of squares of, although this doesn't look too much like a square, it's a bit soft as it's been in my drawer. Not that it's even been warm, but it's soft. But it's this Biscoff Cadbury, and it is very tasty. Thanks, Nan. Hopefully that will cure this. Right, polychromos. Picture Jess asleep inside a flower like a napping bee. I'm now a Maria Troller fairy inside of a flower. That is me. Oh, specific page that reminds me of. I am... Where is it? Here it is. It's a specific one. I am this girl. This is me with my sleepy little bumblebee. Let's go to cook. Bye, Nessa. Take care. Why can't we have nice things in the US? Sorry. I am the bee. Oh no! A stack of books just fell. Don't really know why that's still a stack of books. It's my stack of 15 books I'd take on a holiday with me. Yeah, this chocolate is tasty. Well, that's depressing. 3 chunks equals 8% of the recommended number of calories for the day. Definitely that's all I'll eat. And definitely that's all I ate yesterday as well. Actually, I think I will leave it at that. Save the rest for another day. Good stuff. Right, now no one mentioned the word, otherwise I might start again. Hello Amy, welcome in, lovely to see you. Hope you are having a good day. Then I'm going to need ultramarine, which is over here, and Fra Angelico blue. Fra, fra, fra. And then, ooh, my favourite, Tyrian purple. I've not yet tried that flavour. No, we could say chocolate. I'm trying not to think. Having a better day than yesterday or the day before. Sometimes it's all you can ask for, and I'm glad to hear it. Hello, Gian? Is that correct? Is that the name? Is that your name? Please correct me if not. Welcome in, or Gia. Okay, I'm going to go to sleep because it will be tomorrow earlier, and that means doggy time. You little fluffy girl. Take care, Vera, and slap lekker. It's like Christmas. If you go to sleep earlier, it'll come back. Oh no, you've got tonsillitis. Oh, the antibiotics are horrible for that. Ugh. They seem to dissolve like instantly on your tongue. Ugh. I remember from when I had it, which was, oh my god, 10 years ago now. Over 10 years ago, because it was when I was doing my GCSEs. Which, yes, was over 10 years ago now. 2015. Because yes, I is young. We know this though. Right, then light yellow caramel cream. And then for the greens, I'm thinking grass green, which is here, and light green. They are gag inducing, and unlucky for me, I had it for the first time just back in May. Now I had it again just a few months later. Oh, that bloody sucks. I hope this doesn't become a recurring thing for you. Yeah, it's the one and only time I've ever had it, and it was the week before my GCSEs. Like, great. I had it, it was starting to develop as I was doing my art GCSE exam, which was horrible. Hiya Katie, welcome. You sent art tax for whenever you are ready to look at it next. You know what, I will do another round in just a minute once I've grabbed out all these pencils. Oh, I'll tell you what, these look very nice all together. Very Eastery, it's given me. Anyway, move them to the side. I will pick out the rest of the pencils and carry on. Flu, yes, but tonsillitis, no. I tell you what, nothing is compared to tonsillitis. Like, the pain. It's the inability to eat. I was eating a quarter of a tin of tomato soup, and even that was too much. I was at school, and if you didn't know, I went to boarding school, and I remember calling my mum in tears, like, I've got tonsillitis, it feels awful, and no one's believing me, and all I had for dinner was a couple of grains of rice, because that was all I could eat, because obviously they just give you whatever, and you've got to eat that, or you get nothing. And, yeah, so mum was like, right, I'm coming for you, and she was not one to, like, take me out of school if I was ill, kind of thing. Like, I had to be dead ill, and she could tell. So she picked me up, and my house parent was like, you can't just leave, and I burst into tears. And she was like, okay, you can go, bye. First time I thought it was the flu, but I was so confused because I'd had no cold symptoms, but I had a heckin' fever, my throat was made of razors, my whole body ached. So I thought it was a really weird flu. Now I have flu as I completely go off my food, sleep for England, and it takes weeks to feel better. Only had it twice. Yeah, flu is definitely, it's very different to a cold. It just completely wipes you out, the flu. Right, I need some browns and grey. Oh, I got one grey. Another grey for the elephant. I think cold grey 4. I think I used this the other day. Cold grey 4 and the new serpentine grey. Good combo. If it makes you feel better, I had an epileptic require in the middle of my maths GCSE exam. Safe to say I didn't pass maths and hated going back into the exam hall the next day. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry, Penny. And it sucks so much that that can happen to you, and like, well, tough luck, that's it. That's your exam. Like, rubbish in this country that it's all based on that one day, one moment in time. Burnt umber and bister. Then what's what I need? I don't think I've got enough greens yet. Leaf green, which is tiny. This may be leaf green's last outing. I will colour with that until I can't colour no more, and then I will replace it. These are, it's okay, I'm used to them. But still, that bloody sucks. And if that's enough to put you off maths for life, I don't know what is. Wait, don't all UK kids go to boarding school at some point? I think I'm about to feel very stupid. Chris, it is a very, very rare thing. The fact that I went to boarding school is... I've never... Actually, no, that's a lie. I've met one person ever that wasn't someone I literally went to school with. One person ever that's been to a boarding school in my life. It's rare. And even more rare is the fact that I went to a state boarding school. There's only, I think, like 25 in the country. It's a very rare thing, but yeah. It's what I did. My parents hated the school in my area, so they were like, let's send her away. That wasn't necessarily the point, but just the hopes of better education. Yeah. Yeah, they usually fancy private ones, but that's not what I went to. That's why I chose them. Boards who did 69% coursework. It was a lot harder for the teacher, but the kids did better. Fair enough. We've been duped by movies and TV shows. Yes. And boarding schools are nothing like you see in movies and TV shows. It's so just average. It's literally, you live right next to school. You share a dorm with people of your same age. You have to do homework at certain times, you eat at certain times. It's pretty chill. Like, they kind of force you to have fun. Like, they make you do activities in the evening time sort of thing, and you're just like, I don't want to do it. But yeah, it's chill. Very chill. Not the same at all. When I was at music college, you have to do scale exams. Put me in a room and I started the exam and the tuba started playing above and I couldn't hear a thing, had to move. Oh. Back with a cup of tea, relaxing with candles on, love it. I know a lot of kids are in public school, even if they are in a private school, it doesn't immediately mean a boarding school. That's also true. Not all private schools are boarding schools, but most boarding schools are private schools, if that makes sense. Yeah, where I went to school, it's a very, very small town. It had a very small town, but it had 3 schools, 2 of which were private, 1 was just for girls, and then there was my school that I went to, which was a public, we don't call it public school, we call it a state school. So, yeah, we were kind of sandwiched in between the private school for girls and then the other school. That school for girls is now closed down, actually. Another damn way TV has tricked me. Okay, here's a question for the US. In your US classrooms, is it the norm to have individual desks? Like, is that kind of a universal thing across America? Because that's all I see on TV. And that is so weird to me as a Brit. Because we just have tables, often they're in like a horseshoe shape, or you have little like clusters, or a lot of time it will be rows of tables that you'll be sitting on. But is it the norm to have your individual tables that you sit alone on? Or is that just a TV thing? These days, even the boarding schools aren't as boarding-y as before. Well, one that I was looking at as part board option and only goes up to year 8. Yeah, so I was a part-time boarder, so I went Mondays to Fridays. Those were the days I was boarding, so, and then I went home for the weekends. It was only if people lived further away that they would stay during the weekends. But even then, every, I want to say like 4 weeks, they would have something called an exeat weekend, which meant that everyone had to go home. So people who came from other countries, they would have to go with like their foster families within the UK. I'd say there's no norm here. You have to pay to go to public school in the UK, not private school. What? Sorry, I'm confused by that statement. The UK's public school is the equivalent of our private school. No, we'd call it private school as well. Hello Shah, welcome in, nice to see you. This is tangentially related, but I'm absolutely obsessed with Off Campus on Amazon Prime. Oh, I have not watched it. Yes, that is a norm. Yeah. Like to have your own individual desk feels so strange. Used to have individual desks, but seating varies widely now. Ah. Very often we all had individual desk tables. That's the norm. Sorry to eat food, I'm back. Welcome back, Helen. Yes, we had individual desks, but Alpha Gen have communal desks. It depends on the school level and the school. Some elementary school classrooms will have tables, but mostly it's individual desks. For primary schools, which elementary schools, you'd often have more like groups. So it would be more like maybe like 4, like 2 facing each other, and maybe like 1 like that, like groups of tables, rather than lines or like the horseshoe pattern. That's more of the secondary school, older setting, when you sort of get into the rows of tables rather than the clusters. Don't think it's mostly individual desks in my experience. Interesting. That's what my best friend in York told me. But he's 60. Yeah. UK is public and state schools. Our public schools are private, our state schools are the ones that are free. I've always just called them private. But that might just be my area thing. I don't know. Hi Debbie, hope you're both okay. I'm late as my hubby has been discharged home from hospital tonight after having a knee replacement. He is now settled in. That is good to hear. I hope he has a really smooth recovery and he takes the time he needs to heal. Maybe it's different for him. He sent his schools to an expensive alternative school. Ah, I did not go to posh school. Whenever I say I go to boarding school, people are like, oh, posh. No, it wasn't. It was a normal school, just I happened to live there. That was it. It was not a private school. It's just a normal state school. The larger the room, the more likely the individual desks. I've had 44 in one class. Crazy. I vaguely remember having an individual desk at primary with a lid that opened to put your stuff in. That's like, Amy, how old are you? I know you're not that old, but that just reminds me of like Victorian classrooms with the desks that you open and put your stuff in. Like, Victorian if you're in the UK, and just American. High school they do, but they're just rectangles that are shoved together to make larger tables. At my middle school it really depended on the classroom. Fair. Your dad went to boarding school too? It's the Americanisations making their way into our public discourse. I do apologise. It's wild here too, because some middle schools and high schools have lockers, but others don't. I went to a high school that didn't have any lockers except in the gym. Yeah, my school didn't really have lockers. They did, and then they got rid of them, and then it was kind of like a free-for-all, and then they kind of existed, but no one used them, and then they built some new ones, but it was only for the year 7s to use, and they're not really a thing. And lockers in the UK, this could be a generalised, but you don't keep all your school stuff there. It's more to put stuff in during the day, like you'd put your PE kit in there, or you'd put like a big heavy folder that you don't want to drag around school all day. It wouldn't be a thing that you keep all your school stuff in. It's not somewhere that you'd regularly go back to. But that was in my school. I'm sure other schools were different. I had a desk that you open the lid and put your stuff in elementary school. I had lockers, but I'm Gen X. Being left-handed in a room full of right-handed desks was bullshit. Yes, that reminds me of uni with the kind of theatre style seats, and then you'd have the right-handed desk. I'm just like, what a stupid system. Don't have PE kits here in most public schools. I mean, lockers really depended on the school and the space and when they were built. Like, older schools wouldn't have the space to put the like infrastructure of lockers in, whereas newer schools maybe would prioritise that. Desk with a lid in 1980s, and lockers in the 1990s, and mobile phones in 1998. See, you had a locker, posh school. I didn't have a locker. And by locker, at least when I first started at school there, they were literally just like wooden boxes that would have a padlock on that you had to bring in yourself. It was very temperamental, and then they decided you can't use them anymore. They were proper shit, they were. We didn't have lockers. Remember in my RE class we didn't even have desks. The tables were around the edge of the room. We had sat in a big circle with chairs, like a mini resting on them. Very connected. That makes sense for RE to sort of all be together kind of thing. Right, what do I want to start with? I'm not sure. Did my middle school, but the high school was supposed to be a technology school back in the early 2000s. So they said we had books on discs, but ended up having to carry backpacks. I had lockers, but it was for year 11s, I think, because we were hauling around all the revision stuff for GCSEs. Yeah, they added these like new, like proper, like metal lockers, and they were like, oh, but it's only for the new year 7s. Let's give them the nice new stuff. It's like, what about us? We've been here for years. Ridiculous. But our school was so like spread out as well, because it was quite an old school with like new buildings set and whatnot. Rubbish. Fun fact, if you're born before 1992, you were born before the first text message. Oh. Like a foldable personal desk that were in front of you. Oh. I feel like I know that. Uni was a nightmare for me being left-handed, I can imagine. I remember our first computer was an Amstrad and it had Pac-Man. Yeah, I'm not that old. I remember, like, in my schools we had like the boxy computers, not the flat screens. But yeah, took a laptop instead. Both my public middle school, that used to be a public high school before becoming a middle school, had lockers, and my public high school had lockers. They were all that had a top and a bottom. Right. Liked having a locker. Who wants to carry their crap all day? Literally, that was me. GCSEs and A-levels. It was so heavy. I think especially at GCSEs, because you were... Actually, no. I think A-levels was worse, because I also carried my laptop, which was very heavy as well. And you had such big textbooks at A-levels as well, whereas at GCSEs they still provided you textbooks in the class, whereas at A-levels you had to carry it around yourself. And then for GCSEs I also have my big art book, which was like this huge A2 book that you'd have to carry around with you. Once I got a car, I just walked out to my car for every class and stored my books in my trunk. Wow, it was only for the last maximum year and a half of school that we would be driving for, because in the UK you can't take your test until you're 17, and so that would be at some point during your year 12, which is the penultimate year. Final year is year 13. Even though the public middle school and high school in my area of Georgia still have lockers, students aren't forced to use them these days. Fair enough. Yeah, instead my school had what they called the bag store, which was just like basically a big open shed, and you would lob your bag in it. You would literally take your bag and lob it into the bag store, and people would climb in there and like rummage through to find their bags. I went to quite a small school, so it would not have worked for a big school. It was chaos and carnage. When I got a bit older, I would just leave my bag in a corridor instead. That was a lot safer than putting it in that bag store, especially if you had like an open tote bag, because it would get toppled over and everything would fall out. Ridiculous. Where I taught, students weren't allowed to bring bags to classes. Literally no room for them. There would be a tripping hazard. Classrooms were too small. Oh, high schoolers could carry backpacks, but our middle schoolers had to use their lockers. Interesting. I mean, wasn't much space for ours. You'd literally have them by your feet. Only thing I hated about college was not having a locker. Final year of undergrad, I took a job in the library and I had a giant drawer all to myself in the staff room, so I finally had a locker. That's how it was during exams, all thrown into a pile at the back of the room. Absolute bedlam when collecting them at the end of the exam. Yes. And you'd also have to like collect your phone from the box. Ours weren't kept at the back of the hall. We had like an area outside. Oh, did you know? Oh, I can barely remember. But yeah, my school wasn't very big. We had about 75 in each year group, which in comparison to most schools is not big at all. No phones during exams for me. Mobile phones happened as I went to uni. I tended to just keep mine in my pocket but completely turn it off, just to save the hassle of putting it in the box. I mean, I'm never someone that even ever has my phone with volume on. I always have it on vibrate. How many UK regional accents can you do? Confidently, one. My own. But even then, it's not really... if I try and do an impression of the West Country accent, I ain't very good at it. But it will just pop out, like, some phrases I'll say, and someone will be like, oh, that was proper Wiltshire, that was. I'm not... Oh, I don't like being put on the spot. I can do impressions, like say someone has just said a phrase, I can try and mimic it, but just doing an accent, like slipping in and out of it. My personal UK regional accent is the southwest accent. That is where I'm from. So southwest is Wiltshire, Wiltshire, Somerset and Dorset. That kind of area is southwest. And a southwest accent is also very similar to Bristolian. But there is a slight difference to Bristolian though. But half of my family come from Bristol. And quite a few people who live around here are from Bristol originally. Yes, colloquially known as the farmer accent, ooh-ar. I got a brand new combine harvester, the Wurzels. That's my accent. Or to the Americans, known as the Hagrid accent. Harry? What are you doing here? I think my mum would make a great Hagrid. I like to joke to her that she is. Oh, yeah. Love you lots like jelly tots. Ta-ra for now. Or the, oh no, 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 my inner child, no. Gert Lush, exactly. Accent depends on who I've been hanging around with a bit, unconsciously done, yeah. Couldn't give my phone due to my chronic illness, which is why in my last year of high school I had a mobile. Do I live near Clarkson's farm? Not really. I think it's in Dorset, so not really. No, where it is. Where is it? Don't think so. Clarkson's farm. Location. Where is it? Oh, it's in Oxfordshire. No, I'm not near that. I had no idea it was in Oxfordshire. Yeah, no, it's not really near. Oxfordshire is about 2 hours away from me. Which, if you're in the US, you're like, oh yeah, that is pretty near you. But no, it is not. Can I Queen Elizabeth? Yes. I loved the series The Crown, and when I love a series I consume all of the cast interviews and things like that. So one of the ones that has lived rent free in my head since is their gateway in how to get into the Queen's English accent. And I think it was Olivia Colman, when she was on it, she was like, you've got to say ears, E-A-R-S, ears, like on the side of your head, and that's the Queen's English speak for yes, ears, ears, ears. I can't think of any quotes though to come up off the top of my head. Oh, Jerry's proper farmer Somerset accent. I mean, probably came from there. Yeah, Queen spoke RP, received pronunciation. The younger royals are moving more towards standard English. Yes. RP is like the posh. I feel like when Americans think of a British accent in general, it's one of two. The royals receive pronunciation. The very posh accent, or it's Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins with the really bad Cockney accent, just like that. Mary Poppins. Olivia was best queenie. I mean, I loved them all. They all did such an amazing job. RP has a vowel shift, so your potatoes are in 6 instead of sacks. Yes, 6. Yeah, Queen or Dick Van Dyke, exactly. We did a lockdown drill in my after-school classroom last year. In fact, we have to do them every year. Oh, that's horrible. I think I missed the beginning of that, but yeah. Oh, worst UK is Birmingham one. I do love a bit of Alison Hammond Where's the door gone? And what's another quote I love from her is some people have dogs that look like them. This is a this is a brownie that looks like me. Or you got the Geordie accent, and my gateway word into the Geordie accent is Vitty. It's Vitty. Away, man. What is Jason Statham's accent? I don't know. Brummie is Birmingham. It's a Birmingham accent. It's kind of Midlands in the UK. Although to me, Birmingham is up north. Try saying hello for oh hello. Hello. Very good. Hello. Oh, Downton Abbey accent, yeah. It's kind of the proper English way of speaking. Oh, mama. With a Lady Grantham. The Birmingham. Yes. I think that's probably one of the accents I find easiest to do. But if I try and... I can't do like full conversations. I'm not... but I can mimic things okay-ish. Saw a biography of the main character in Downton Abbey in the little library. Cute. Birmingham is up north. What does it mean when someone is described as having a plummy accent? I've seen that description in books, but I can't imagine it. Plummy? I'm lost. All I can think of is that's just a mistake for Brummie. Anyone else help? Love Hugh Grant's accent. He's got an iconic accent. I think the schools don't want kids texting their kids during an emergency. School communicates with parents. Oh, right, yeah. Posh like the royals, and it literally means that they have a plum in their mouth. Oh, I see. I've never heard that before. I feel like plummy sounds too not posh, if that makes sense. Like, RP, received pronunciation, that sounds posh. But plummy, nah. I mean, I doubt that's what they'd refer to it as. At least I think that's right. I mean, it sounds right. Hello, Bree. Welcome in. We're on the talk of accents and what I can and can't recreate. I mean, you ask my mum if I can do accents, and she's like, nah. She goes, oh, that's what you were doing. Oh, it was Scottish, was it? And I'm like, yes, it was trying to be. Oh, and then of course you've got the Scouse accent, which the gateway for that is a can of Coke. I'd like some chicken and a can of Coke. Jimmy Carr once did a kind of how to do different UK accents, teaching to Salma Hayek and Antonio Banderas. If you haven't watched that, it's a good video. It was on the Graham Norton show. He was like, the Scouse. I'd like some chicken and a can of Coke. Love a good Scottish brogue. Yes, I love a good Scottish accent. Welsh is actually my favourite of the UK accents. Welsh. I love it. Like, proper from the valley. That's my favourite. It's not a shortened version of Plum in Mouth. It reminds me of My Fair Lady when she's learning to speak with marbles in her mouth. Oh yes. Oh yes. Wouldn't it be lovely? Plummy is like Plummy is like posh chummy. Bravo, old chap. What? Very over the top posh. Watched The Good Boy on Prime yesterday with Stephen Graham last night. Talking of Scouser. Oh, I can hear someone. Hello, it's Alex. You get to see a war wound. Hello. 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 Come here. Come say hi. Show everyone your battle scar. Oh, no, you can't see it. You need to get your face in there. It's on your nose. I mean, it would be like the Edwardian retired naval captain character. Yeah, sounds like it. Oh, hello. War wound. Yeah, she got in a fight today. A fight that she started, didn't you? With the neighbour's cat. She went into the neighbour's house and attacked him. Attacked the cat. You got the Stokey. Oh, I used to know what a Stoke accent was because I went to someone at uni and they had a Stoke accent, and honestly I just cannot remember what it sounds like, so I'm not even going to try it. Good on her, probs annoying her. But it was in his house. No, she's a very she hates other cats. Like, we could never get another cat because she would attack them. First cat had notched ears from fighting, a girl cat. Oh my gosh. Why are you just walking back and forth on my bed? Right, you coming over? Maybe? Or do you a voice message? Meow. Oh, talking about accents. Favourite accent, Welsh. Has anyone seen Michael Sheen's dramatic reading of the lyrics to Where Is My Husband? Because, oh, what a video. Where is my husband? And we could talk and talk about it. Bad attempt. But if you haven't seen it, recommend. It's very good. So I've seen the very old video of the kid doing 40 different accents. Aliens in Cardiff? No, I don't think so. But I see people doing like, oh, I'm a voice actor, this is my real accent, and they do all these different ones, and you're like, it's probably the most basic of all those. All I can tell you is never going to be the French one. Neighbour's husky is howling from loneliness. Oh, bless. Right, are you going to leave immediately? Alright, bye Lex. Short and sweet. Bye then. I need to sharpen this pencil because she's pretty small. Oh my gosh, it's 10 o'clock. Where did the time go? Oh yeah, I said I was going to do another art tax round. I will finish these flowers and then I will do it. And that will be the final one for the evening. So if you want to send updates of what you've been colouring, now's the time. If I don't put it in the general channel in Discord, love it. Can do Sean Connery. Adrian is still here. Sent your art tax, thank you. Oh, there's Discord going. Baby, where's my husband? Now it's going to be in my head. Bloody love that song. So, Pectax, love it. Are you streaming on Sunday? Yes, I am. I am going to browse cars at 11 AM. And I was like, Dad, I've booked in for 11. He's like, in the morning? I was like, yes. Let's go stream. Yes, I will be live on Sunday. Laughed out so loud at doing Sean Connery. Colouring this in now reminds me, I got a very kind comment on a recent video saying that I didn't put enough depth in my shading and I need to use more contrast, and I was like, okay, did I ask for your advice? I was just like, why are you telling me how to colour? I'll colour how I like, thank you. I was just like, I can't be bothered with this. Found and posted, love it. I've just been scanning books for the past 2 days, but I never counted my books in the 12 plus years I've been colouring. Oh, what number you're up to now? Down to F off, yeah. Just have to do the main scan one time. I'm up to 186. And how much of your collection would you say you've done, like, estimate, like 50%, 20%? Ish. That you limit your palette too much and you can use darker shades for more depth. Oh yes, that was it. I was just like, great. I like limited palettes. I could use darker shades for more depth. Oh well, that's me. Always has to be one negative, yeah. Goal is to have a collab page done by your stream on Sunday. Sounds lovely. I look forward to seeing it. I think tomorrow I'm going to start putting the video together because I've got a client that involves sitting around for a little while. So it'll be a good time to get the base of it done. The reason I thought of that comment is because I'm shading these flowers and looking at it and going, this doesn't have much depth. Let's try putting a bit of this aquamarine blue in it. And by depth I mean like, it all just looks a bit flat. It just reminded me of that comment. I'm like, oh no, they're going to come attack me again. Don't have enough depth. Hit the one person who made the one critical remark on my channel. See, I'm not, like, against critique. Not at all. But it's when that's the only thing you're commenting. And this person, looking back on previous comments, the last 3 comments were all negative. And I was just like... But they're never, like, that horrible to a point where it's like, I don't want to see this anymore. It's just like little digs that I find a bit funny in a way. Like, I've never heard anyone pronounce tortoise like that before, and I'm just like, okay, welcome to my channel. Or criticising me for mistaking a hare for a rabbit, and I'm like, easy mistake to make, come on. Did you know that there's a newer Carolina book out? I did not. Carolina Kubikowska. Interesting. I've no idea, but I'm currently scanning all my Lulu Mayo. You've scanned all your Mythographics, Hannah Carlson, Rita Berman, Coco Bio, Mythogoria, Joanna Basford, Kamina Injakova, and more. Sounds good. When it's only negative, it makes me think, yeah. Like, and I think that's a big difference. I've had conversations with other people about this from their channels, and people will say something and they go, well, you asked for my opinion. Yes, I did. But there's a nice way of giving an opinion that disagrees with your own. And there's just a horrible way of saying it. And you're saying it horrible. And it would be different if you'd given something positive. I think criticism is much more valid, and for me, I'm much more likely to accept it and listen to it and kind of take it on board if they also give positive feedback. Like, because if you're just all negative, then it, like, nothing means anything. Whereas if you have positives and go, oh, I think you could have done this better, I'm more likely to go, oh yeah, I think that's a really good point. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me there. But yeah, to just give negative comments, I'm like, oh, life's too short. It takes time to comment. Move on with your day. Just click off the video and move on. Person who's criticised me has never produced one colouring page. Don't have time for that. I complained about my teaching method. Yeah, I've never seen a colouring method. Yeah. It is fine if you've asked. I think, yeah, an unsolicited negative feedback is not nice either. Because, yeah, if you've asked for feedback, then fair enough. But also, if you've never given anything nice before, and if all you're doing is going on a video to give negative feedback, and that's all you've ever said, why are you here? Oh yeah, I wasn't, yeah. It's called The Beautiful Ghost. Take criticism from people who have something to show for themselves. Yeah, well, I wasn't asking for feedback on my colouring. I'm an experienced colourist, what the hell, yeah. If you don't have anything nice to say, you shouldn't say anything at all. Exactly. Take criticism from my peers, yeah. Criticism sandwich is like feedback 101. Compliment, criticism, compliment. Yes. It's, yeah, always start with something positive and always end with something positive, because, but then put the constructive criticism as well. It's so much different than actual criticism. And go on with their sad little lives, yeah. Wasn't feedback about the channel or the video yet. And I think it is different when you've gone, ooh, let me know what you think of this, or if you have any feedback or ways to improve, let me know. Then I'd be more open to it. But it's just the kind of like unnecessary criticism and critiques and just unwarranted. And sometimes you're prepared for it, sometimes you're not. And no. Saying negative things is easy when you hide behind a monitor, absolutely. Like, would you call, would you say that same thing to my face? No, probably not, because looking someone in the eyes and giving them negative feedback is so much harder than doing it. It was on my completed book flip through for Matchstick Mouse. So I finished asking, what were your favourite pages, not what could I do to improve? Thank you. I say, got nothing nice to say? Chuff along. Chuff off. Right, I'm going to grab a Discord again for another round of art tags. But it's like, I think if someone shared a page on here, unless they ask for feedback, I'm not going to give any critiques. I'm going to be like, that looks amazing, it looks lovely, I'm going to point out all the good things about it. Because you're not wanting negative or constructive criticism. No. But if that is something you want, then ask for it. But even then, I'm terrible at giving constructive. I just see everything and I'm like, it's great, it's brilliant. Oh, I used to hate peer marking in school. Because I'd just read things and be like, this is perfect. Full marks. But I'd know that it wouldn't be full marks, so I'd just take a little bit off. I really struggled with it. And as yes, I remember that comment. It felt very odd. Yeah, I was just like, okay. I just saw it and I was like, that wasn't particularly nice, was it? Didn't help that it was on a day where I wasn't feeling very good. So here is Kimberlin's from the World's Cutest Animal Colouring Book by Lulu Mayo. I love these waves, and I love how you've brought the colours from the waves into the sails up here. What are your plans for the dolphins? I'm interested. And what are your plans for the background? I'm also interested. Pink? Constructive criticism is only allowed in the classroom. Yes, and only if you ask for it as well. If you ask for constructive feedback, then it's valid. But yeah, in in the classroom, definitely. Also, you're not selling your work, you're doing it to make yourself happy, so what does it matter to them? Yeah, exactly. No one's paying me for this. You're not paying me for this. I'm just sharing. It's a very, very good point, Michelle, there. Jealous of you, they choose to be nasty. Oh, yeah. You can't let that stuff get to you, though, because I find it more funny than anything else. I'm just like, why? If you're listening, why? That's all. Yeah, really love this. Love it. And I love the, like, kind of blend you've got in this and these sail colours. The kind of, like, red to kind of, like, orangey to the yellowy. Really nice. Because a coloured page on the left, so I'm trying to mimic it, sort of. Problem is they use watercolour and the paper can't take that. Yeah. I do have the book. It's in my de-stash pile. Oh, go away. But yeah, it's a fun one. I just have so many Lulu books, I had to downsize on some that didn't bring me as much joy. And here we have Katie's, Your Longest Whip. I'm thinking orange and yellow fishes. Ooh. Yes, that will look lovely. What book is that? I do not recognise it. Single-sided. Kind of zen-doodly. Yeah, orange and yellow will look great for them. And then whenever I see things like this, I always do like a corally, pinky, reddy colour. If you're listening, why? And chuff along. And you're very much creating like a friendly kind of community. It's not about nitpicking over colouring techniques. Agreed. And I think that's the case for almost all the channels out there. I was once getting off a bus and someone made a comment that I was too fat to my face. I was so shocked I didn't even respond. That is such a horrible thing to say. Ugh. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to say. I'd just walk off. Yeah, this page is looking gorgeous, Katie. Here's Pet Tax. Oh, Sleepy Momo. Sleepy baby. Such a perfect fit for that space there. So cute. And then we have Amy's. Ooh, that background is looking so good. I remember seeing it on the Whips page. I think you said it was acrylic paint pens. Or just acrylic. Such a beautiful colour. The indigo to the purple to the like violet tone purple. Just gorgeous. And I look forward to seeing what colours you use for the rest of the page. Like, what colour is that cat going to be? I look forward to seeing it. It's one of my favourite pages in that book. It's such a fun one. And then here's Hannah's. Almost finished, it looks like. Just got the black details on the head left to do. Looks fab. Artex Cotton Cores. Say that 5 times fast. Artex Cotton Cores. Artex Cotton Cores. Nope. No, I'm going to stop now. I don't know where the F came from. It's like saying that. So Mario did add green. Ooh, I love it. Yes, it's like a sagey tone green. Beautiful. Yes. So are you keeping within this colour palette now? Because I think that's great. I think it doesn't necessarily need any more colours. Really, really love it. I think a light purple rug would look really cute. You're not asking for colours anyway. Thank you, carry on, because I'm loving it. I really look forward to seeing that page. Suggestions welcome. I have no idea on the colours. I'd be tempted to go for maybe something just a bit lighter than the purple in the background there for the cat. And like keeping it to all like the analogous kind of blue, purple, pinky family. But on the other hand, like an orange would really pop, wouldn't it? There's a lot of different directions you could go, and each would be beautiful. No more colours, sounds good. Take a page out of Silver's book and pick a colour at random. Oh yeah. Done the cloud and baby pink. Oh yeah, that will look good. Yellows and oranges. glitter. Yes, all beauts, 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 beauts. Great choice. Amy is living up to her Amy name. Because whenever I think of, like, if in doubt, glitter out, that's Amy Wood Art. So Amy's living up to her name, just smothering with glitter. Not that Amy, like, patents the glitterification of things, but it just makes me laugh. Ooh, the Spectrum Arclid brush pens, love it. Right, let's grab up Instagram, because I know that Adri said she sent something over here. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you. I love doing spamming hearts on people's live stream. Just it's fun. Ooh, Adri's doing some pages in Christine Karen's book. I love this page with the ice cream. Such a fun page. I love the colour of her top. She looks gorgeous. She looks Latina. Like the kind of tan skin, the beautiful bright shiny hair. Gorgeous. Look at them eyes. Oh, they kind of look like cat's eyes. The kind of greens and yellows in them. So beautiful. Oh, hi Mac, welcome. I don't know if you've been lurking for a while, but welcome in. I absolutely love her. Love her, love her. And that flower in her hair is so pretty as well. 95% soft oil pastels, as we are not surprised by. And then we also have this one that's been started, which is a gorgeous fantasy skin combo, kind of like a purpley pinky. The leaves in her eyes, really cool. What colour are you planning on doing the flowers and the hair? I look forward to seeing. Just got here, done with the work week. Whoop whoop, weekend begins. Yeah, she is gorgeous. And I love how she's even got like the kind of more peachy, blushy cheeks. Just kind of makes her look that bit more natural. Even though it's an unnatural skin tone, it still looks natural with the shading. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. You're going for only pink and green. That will look amazing. Yeah, I'd be thinking along the same, like just different shades. Like I could see the hair being a darker shade, maybe the flowers being somewhere in the middle, and then you've got the greens as well. Gorgeous. You have such a talent at doing Christine Karen portrait pages. When I see them, I think of you now and your soft oil pastels. Ooh. Oh, Callie sent a link for Carolina's book. That one isn't new. That one's been out before. I've definitely seen that. It's the Beautiful Ghosts one. I've seen that before. And here is one from Shelley. What book is that? I do not recognise. Is that Emily Little Oberg? I feel like I've never seen that page in my life. Is that Fantasy World? Or Fairy Tales and Folk? I don't know. But I've never seen that page before in my life. It looks so cool. I love how her hair is the sea. I know you didn't make that, but I love how with the colour you've used really like gives off that sea effect. Looks amazing. Thanks for sharing, Shelley. Fantasy World by Emily Little Oberg. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense because I'm not as familiar with that book yet. But yeah, I feel like I've never even noticed that page before. Love it. Lexi has decided to return now. Oh, we got another picture from Katie here. So I will share that. As that appears to be the last one. We did a bit more. Oh, added some of that yellowy colour to these corally bits down here. And the yellow over here as well, looking amazing. Love it. Look forward to seeing that one finished. Yes, thank you everybody for sharing your pages. Right, let's let Lex back in. Hello. Hello. Right, I think I will do one more thing tonight, and that's shading these purple flowers. Do you want to come up and see? Hello, everybody. That was so loud. And that was right in the camera, just... Come on then, sit down. Sit down. Yeah, sit down then. Come on then. No? Oh, I never got anything out other than Tyrian purple. I need violet as well. Violet? You're turning violet. Yeah. The cat would just sit on the colouring book. Lexi's pretty good at not doing that. She likes sitting on my lap. She does. Yeah. Yeah. It's true. You're all about the snuggles. Yeah. That made me laugh, Lex. You're a funny girl. Are you a funny girl? Yeah. Yeah. Talkative girl. Yeah. But yeah, she's got a new collar on today. Nice fresh one. As you lost yours. Fighting another cat. Yeah. Right, let me see if I can move the camera. Come on, look up. Show everyone your nose. Don't know if you can see it. There, you can see it on her nose there slightly. Oh, your little battle scar. I mean, it's not a scar. Ugh, drool. Drooly girl. She does have a lot to tell me. She always does. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You gorgeous girl. Yeah, you gorgeous girl. Yeah. No, there, if I get the chin out. There, you can see it on top of her nose there. It's only a little scratch. Yeah. Right. Apologies, but back to the boring page. Yeah. Emma makes that sound when she's trying to go to sleep and I interfere. Oh. Is that right? Yeah. Your claws are so sharp. Oh, don't press any buttons, please, my darling. Please, no. I don't need you accidentally ending the stream now, do I? Mwah. No. No. Cracks me up when they make that chirp. No. Yeah, it is so cute. The cutest noise she makes is when she's like barely awake and she can't even make a proper meow, and you walk into the room and she's just like it's like her voice hasn't woken up yet. Or you walk into a room and she'll go that one's really cute as well. Yeah. Maybe lets me file her nails with a nail file but not clip or grind them. Oh, well, whatever works. Yeah, Mum and Dad clip her nails, and by they I mean my dad pins her down and they put a blanket over her because it calms her down. My mum clips them. It's quite the operation. Such a different sound than the normal meow. It is. You're constantly purring as well, aren't you? I thought my cat is chirping at a bird outside. Cute. Alright, I can't even wrap in a burrito, but she let me file a claw with my nail file. Can also clip one nail, but then we're done. Got to get in quick. One nail at a time job. Oh, it was funny. I was at client's house yesterday, and they were talking about clipping one of the dog's claws, and the dog, as soon as they said, "We've got to cut your claws," just goes, starts growling. She hates it, bless her. Yeah, please don't walk away. Come sit back down. Sit it back down. There's a good puss. There's a good puss. There's a good puss. Nope, okay. There she goes. I've got fur all over my page now. Meow. 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 One of my dogs needs to be muzzled and wrapped in a towel when we clip his claws because he can pee defensively. Oh no. Oh dear. What are you chatting, Lex? I think she wants you to go to bed. It's her last bit of attention time before she goes to bed as well. She knows. I reckon my mum and dad must have been on the phone to someone. Whenever they're on the phone or video chat with someone, Lexi always runs away. She can't stand it. I think she finds it unnerving that someone's talking but they're not actually in the room. She'll stay with me though as I talk on stream, as you know, and as I film videos, but I think it's because there's no one talking back. She just finds that unnerving. She's like, where are the people? They're not here. Yeah, yeah. Max had to be muzzled at the vet's a couple of weeks ago having his nails cut. Oh, bless. Hunter's claws get clipped by a professional because no thanks. She used to. We used to take her to the vets every month to get them trimmed. Because we found out that we could, and then they changed our insurance, so it was no longer free and it cost like 20 quid a time, and so we were like, well, that's not worth it. Can you show us how to do it? One by us. Met my mum. Right, Lex and I are going to go to bed now. Not together, sadly, isn't it? Sometimes you try to come to bed with me and we have a snug, but then poor mean Dad takes you away, doesn't he? Yes, he does. So I will end the video like this so we can see her. So I will see you all on stream on Sunday as I finish this page. Should be able to get it done. Definitely. Don't know if I'll have time for anything else, but try and get this done. Come on then. But yeah, Lexi says bye as well. Say bye, Lex. Bye. And yeah, we will see you. Oh, look at her. That's a good shot, isn't it? Good shot to end the video on. Yes, she agrees. Yes. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here today. And I look forward to the stream on Sunday when we finish off this page. And yeah, I will probably see you in other streams tomorrow before then. But yeah, I will see you in the next one. Right, say bye, Lex. Bye. Bye!